Welcome to Uptown Janesville. That's right, it's time for another mall video on Memories by Wayne. Formerly Janesville Mall. To change their image or something like that, they dropped the mall part and became Uptown Janesville. But from what I've heard, they've done little else inside. Is it a dead mall? Is it a thriving mall? Honestly, I'm not sure. I believe it is somewhere in between, kind of like Spring Hill. I've only watched a couple videos, tried to remain as spoiler-free as possible, but I wanted to check this mall out for a while now. Just got done with our recent visit to Rotary Botanical Gardens. I would like to get some lunch. Do they even have a food court? I actually don't know. So we're gonna go inside, check out this mall. I know they have a Chuck E. Cheese, which is kind of unique. We have a Dick's Sporting Goods, Ulta Beauty. There's the Chuck E. Cheese. Main entrance over there. A definitely dead acre, and I think I saw a Kohl's somewhere on that side. Decent amount of cars here, but it is also spring break for a lot of schools right now, so could be a bunch of folks inside the Chuck E. Cheese. This place is definitely on the radar for the bigger dead mall channels, so I had to check it out. Boston store, which I think are all gone now, so it'll be interesting to see what is left as far as the acre goes. All right, we are inside. Not a very big mall. Definitely similar in size to Spring Hill. There's our Dick's Sporting Goods. That is considered an anchor. Empty building D, empty building B. And there's the Kohl's. One floor. If this directory is accurate, there's still a decent amount of shops left though. Of course, you can't totally trust these things. There it is, the Chuck E. Cheese inside a mall. And already getting some pretty good mall vibes here. Your very typical Chuck E. Cheese. There's an inside entrance to the Ulta Beauty. And so far, pretty good retro vibes here. And here is the inside entrance to the Dick's Sporting Goods. I swear sometimes it feels like Dick's, but especially Kohl's, are the only anchors that are keeping malls alive. We definitely have some skylights. I kind of feel there was another anchor next to Dick's. Oh yeah, definitely used to be something here. Perhaps they split the anchor in half and made the Dick's Sporting Goods. Alright, let's check out the rest of this mall. We have a bookstore here. A winter farmer's market in Janesville. Interesting. Bath and Body Works. Obviously, there's definitely some empty storefronts. American Eagle Outfitters. As much as I hate to say it, though, it definitely feels like this place is at least thriving more than Spring Hill. Definitely some decent stores here. A little more high-end, I guess, if you want to call it that. Clothing stores and stuff, so. And, you know, look at that, we have a jewelry store, so. Again, if it was really dead, I don't think there would be these, you know, more fancy clothes stores and jewelry stores. Other Dead Mall channels cover the Anchor history a lot better than I do. Not really sure what this used to be. I know at some point there used to be a Boston store here. Definitely some sort of department store. Not the most exciting center court. Alright, so that was building D. A fairly big Anchor. Let's go check out building B over here. Furry babies. I wonder if this used to be a pet store. Okay, this one's definitely been emptied out pretty well. Also appears to have been 2 floors. I am starting to understand now, though, what the other channels meant. They changed the name to Uptown Janesville. Maybe expecting them to do their version of a Hawthorne 2.0. And never really did much else. That said, though, they still have a decent amount of stores filled. Now, I didn't do a count of each one, but I would say it's got to be at least 50% full. We have our Claire's, GameStop, however long that's lasting. But they still have decent name brand stores. Rue Plus, Rue 21, Zoomies. A lot of names that I recognize. Well, supposedly we have a Auntie Anne's. I'm starting to lose faith that we have a food court, though. Hey, coming soon. Point and Pose, Janesville, the selfie experience. Ooh, exciting. I mean, I could take a selfie with my cell phone, but hey. Maybe it'll be interesting. Finish Line, so we got a shoe store. I mean, they have a little bit of everything that you would expect in a mall. Let Go and Play. Like a Lego store or something. That's pretty interesting. Kind of like that. Hey, maybe we do have a food court. Another shoe store. Sports store. Okay, I'm definitely going to say this place is doing better than Spring Hill. I didn't think I was going to admit that, but yeah, it's doing okay. And we have some food. We have a Mexican place. Okay. We have something. I mean, I'm not really feeling Mexican right now, but we have an Italian beef hot dog place, which unfortunately is closed down. It's like there was another food place here. This might have been a panda. Kind of by the looks of it. Fortunately, that is gone. So they had a food court. I can get a haircut though. So this is the food court. Sorta. They have the Auntie Anne's and a Mexican place. And I think that's it. So probably not getting any food here today, but that's okay. And then this is gonna lead to the last anchor, Kohl's. Have our Spencers. Yeah, it's funny, but I've been thinking about this lately. It feels like the only anchors that are sticking around the malls is Kohl's. Interesting, Wisconsin has their own version of an amusement sticker, kind of like Illinois. Except I think that's more focused on just rides, as opposed to like arcade games. And that's about it, folks. That's Uptown Janesville. I mean, other than, you know, really lack of a food court, I gotta say, overall, not a bad place. Maybe even a little more occupied than expected. And I think this is about the right size for the community. Definitely room for improvement. Definitely room for some modernization. You can see, particularly around the center court, just a lot of empty space. I mean, fill it with some plants, benches. Hey, put a fountain in, something. But yeah, this is a pretty sad center court area. Definitely a retro feel here. Aesthetically, though, I gotta give it to Spring Hill. With the fountain and that just amazing retro look. So Spring Hill definitely wins there. I don't really know what this thing is about. Maybe Santa hangs out here at Christmas time? What I've heard other channels discuss before is that this place just couldn't keep up with the bigger malls and retail districts in both Madison and Rockford. And that makes sense, but Janesville's big enough where it definitely deserves its own mall. But this is definitely a place where I'm gonna keep watch for any future updates or renovations. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out my ever-growing retail and mall playlist for more videos like this. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you for watching.